Hey everyone, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is August 15th. It is Monday, 2022. Uh, wasn't able to make any videos earlier. I just did a quick short to let you guys know what the weather had been doing. It looks as though I got more weather coming in, so torrential downpour earlier, but that happens. But I had to go out. I had to get the next gutter piece, because I will show you what is going on. While it was just raining, now I did have some water coming into the tank, but we've had a lot of rain. Well, there's some in there. But what's happening, because I don't have this piece on yet, the water was pouring out right here on the corner, coming down the gutter side and coming out. So I got to get this next piece in here. So I went and picked up that gutter, so that when the water comes in, it all collects there and then goes in to the tank. So that is what's happening there. So I did pick up that next gutter piece, and hopefully I'll get a day here soon where it's going to be dry enough so that I can put that together, screw it in, glue it, and glue everything together and let it sit so it has an opportunity to do what it needs to do. Now we'll take a look here. I don't even know where we're at here. So somebody, and I wanted to address this as well. Oh, we're at 90%, so I guess we're in really good shape. Yeah. All right. So somebody had said to me, talking about an SHTF event, and he goes, well, right now it's just you down there by yourself. You're one person, so you're not using that much power. What are you going to do when you have a whole bunch of people down here? Okay, I consider that a very legitimate question, so I wanted to address that question. I have enough power in that battery room that I am running the camper full time. Obviously, if let's say I had 3 people in the camper, still more than enough power. I could build a house over here, which I will be doing eventually, and I could also, with the amount of battery storage that I have, I could run the entire house and the camper with absolutely no issues. I will, down the road here, put the same exact amount of solar right next to here. The system that I have is large enough to handle 6 more 360 watt panels. Would give me absolutely way more than enough. What I have right now for myself, for my own personal use, I have more than enough of what I need. If I decide to run air conditioning, I have more than enough to run air conditioning, as well as any other things that I need for the camper. So all my needs are taken care of, and even if there was 3 of us living in the camper, I still have more than enough to take care of what I need to take care of at this time. So, so what would we do if we had more people here? Obviously, the game plan is when people are going to be part of the bug out group here, and they're building little places here and there around the property, that hopefully they'll be setting up their own miniature solar systems wherever they end up building something. So they would have their own system. If they needed to charge something, obviously they could charge something off of my solar system. That would not be a big deal at all. So that's kind of, I hope that answers that question, as far as that goes. What we're going to be doing down here, guys, as far as like with a group, all that's going to take time. Nothing is going to happen overnight. Nothing ever happens overnight. It doesn't work that way. I fully anticipate, probably not this year, because we're getting already here. We are into August. Next month will be September. I anticipate that next year, in the spring, different group members will start picking out. Well, there's people that have picked out little spots, and just so somebody, another comment that was made. The first people that come in, do they get the biggest spots and blah 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 blah? It's not about you get this much area. If somebody wants to bring a camper in and set up a camper, if somebody wants to come in and build a small building where they can have shelter, a wood stove, and stuff like that, they're going to be allowed to do that, okay? So those are things that are absolutely going to be allowed to have happen. And if they decide they want to put a little garden in by that little building, that's fine too. We will have, as we move forward, we will have communal greenhouses where we're planning on growing. So it really wouldn't make sense to have another garden next to wherever your building is, because if we have greenhouses that everybody has access to, that everybody can, go in and pick tomatoes and go in and pick cucumbers and those type of things, why would you need another garden on top of that? Do you see what I'm saying? Now, if they wanted to, I wouldn't care. That would be completely up to them. Sometimes I think some of you guys out there with your questions are not thinking in the group mentality. If we are working together as a group, we're not just a group, we are a family. So we're watching out for each other. So, that's all part of it as well. So there's a lot to it. I know it can sound complicated. It's not really, doesn't have to be complicated. It's just working towards common goals, working together on things. So like the garden over here with the potatoes, okay? So, that will be worked on. I'm going to, try to get some, horse manure in there and that type of thing. And then I also want to, when the leaves fall from the trees, rake up some leaves and get them all into that garden area as well to help compost that down. Scraps will go in there as well. So hopefully by the spring, the soil will be worked in better. If I have to get some other topsoil in the spring and have it brought in, I will do that. It doesn't really matter. It's not, I'm going to do what I need to do to make the soil decent for growing. SHTF happens, we're going to have the resources that we have around here to work with, period. And we will cross those bridges when we get there. I think my phone's ringing. Well, it'll have to wait. But so I hope that answers some of those questions. Nobody's getting a bigger plot than anybody else. It's not their plot. This is my property. People are using it as a bug out location. That's what it's here for. Now, I will tell you this, because you're going to know soon enough anyway. I have a buddy of mine that I have known for 25 years. All right, he will be coming down here, and he's going to be living here full time. All right, so when I am making my trips back and forth to New York, somebody is always going to be here. And that, and he'll be here shortly. He'll be here before I make my next trip back to New York. So somebody will always be here. And so somebody had said to me, well, I thought you said you weren't allowing anybody to live there. Well, I've known this guy for 25 years. He's one of my best friends, and I trust him with my life. So I'm allowing him to live here. So at the end of the day, this is my property. It's my call. I can do whatever I want to do. So for all of you that, like, well, you said you're not letting people live there. You're right. That's exactly what I said. But he's, like I said, he's my friend, and I'm going to allow him to live here. And like I said, it's going to give me peace of mind, because when I am traveling back to New York, that I know that somebody's here watching, the property when I'm not here, because obviously there are people that always do not have good intentions. That happens, okay? So just putting that out there so that you guys know, I have measures in place that I would say to you, if you're coming here with bad intentions, smile, because you're going to be on camera, okay? And those type of things. You have to. It's that day and age where you have to, protect yourself, protect what you have. You have to watch out for other people, because you don't know what their intentions are. But if I have somebody here full time, and I'm here most of the time anyway, right? It just works in my favor. So, and I would rather have somebody that I trust 100%, that I know I can count on, here constantly, and that's a good thing as well. So, just sharing that information with you, letting you guys know. He does not wish to be on camera, so he already told me. He goes, man, I don't want to be on video, and I'm like, that's fine. Then you won't be, but it'll be an extra pair of hands here to be able to help me with the different things that I need. And, and that makes a big difference when you're working on a project. Two people working on it makes it better. You can joke and laugh and have fun together and and get things knocked out and go from there. You know, when you're doing it by yourself, a lot of times it can be a little bit of drudgery. So anyway, yeah, we got more weather coming in here. But if you watch the short from earlier, it was really coming down, really coming down. So anyway, real quick, I will be live streaming tonight for my hardcore preppers. If you would like to be part of that, go to my main page here on YouTube. Click join button and become a hardcore prepper, and you can join us for that live stream tonight. Remember guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.